Right. We begin from the northern region, and they were chased out of their communities and now take refuge in a camp very far from their homes. And guess what their crime was? They were alleged to be witches and had to flee their homes to avoid being killed. Nabil Ahmed Rufai tells the story of alleged witches taking refuge at Kpatinga Camp, one of the many camps designated for witches in the northern region.
This is not the usual mud houses you see in villages in the northern region of Ghana. It is the home of witches, or rather, alleged witches. Matia has spent 8 years in the Kpatinga Witches Camp, located in the Kpatinga district of the northern region. She is blind and can barely take care of herself. She was condemned as a witch when her daughter's baby died, and she was blamed for it.
I am ill and I can't take care of myself. I wish to go home, but my children can't come for me because I will be attacked.
The fear of being lynched after accusation of witchcraft forced her children to move her to the Kpatinga Witches Camp. She looks so frail and can pass for 80 years. Her granddaughter, Miley, was separated from her family to relocate to the witches camp to take care of her. In this camp, the 47 alleged witches have similar stories. Someone got ill or died, and they got the blame. Old women and widows are mostly victims and are not strong enough to protect themselves. People in the community were afraid they might bewitch them as well, so they were abused and chased out of their community.
A man in my community said he saw me in his dream chasing him, so I was accused of being a witch. I had to flee and seek refuge at this camp.
Living in this camp is just like a lifetime imprisonment. Matia says she misses her children and family and wishes to go back home, but this cannot be possible. Her return home will call for another attack on her life.
I am ill and can't take care of myself. I wish to go home, but my children can't come for me because I will be attacked.
So, she has to continue sharing this mud hut with her granddaughter, the hen, which hatched a few weeks ago, and this firewood. This is the room Matia has been living in for the past 8 years after being condemned to be a witch. It is as bare as you can see, and when it's time to sleep, because there is no mattress here, she will just have to sleep on this bare floor. In parts of the northern region, poverty, ignorance, and fear lead to extreme abuse and exile of people accused of witchcraft. While many are killed or die from their injuries, hundreds are also forced to go to witches' camps. The concept of witches' camp is only peculiar to the region, and there are 5 of such camps. There has been several calls for the camps to be banned, with the debate reignited by the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection, and its resolve to execute the task by 2020. Adam Musa oversees the Kpatinga Witches Camp. He inherited it from his father and says he is not scared of the alleged witches because once they are brought to the camp, they lose all their powers. He disagrees with government's plan to ban the witches' camps.
People bring their relatives to this camp for safety. I have never gone to communities to force alleged witches to come to this camp.
Human rights activist believes the root cause of the problem, which borders on cultural norm, has to be tackled first.
We need a clear kind of strategy, a roadmap for us to work as a team. Government, civil society, and then traditional authority. We need to work as a team because accusation starts at the communities. And usually the first point of call is at the chief's palace. And so the chiefs and elders need to be sensitized about the rights of people. Even in the event of accusations, they still have right for protection.
These women are all scarred for life, and it will take generations before people will stop witch hunts in the northern region. Government's plan to shut down the camps seems to be a short-sighted solution, and some of the alleged witches are terrified that without the camps, they will face new abuse back in their communities. It's the root cause that has to be addressed, not the symptom. And yet, there is hope, because it is possible for witches to live peacefully among others without being chased away. Because in the southern part of Ghana, the belief in witchcraft is just as strong, but witches there are not abused. People also fear them, but they are left alone. Nabil Ahmed Rufai, GH1 News.